You may have seen the title, and yes, Foamstars is not the next Splatoon. And it's because it doesn't do much to make it stand out, other than the fact that a lot of people are really honing in on the Splatoon comparisons. Foamstars is about, well, the Foamstars, a group of people who participate in these arena events called Foam Smash. The game goes out of its way to describe the Foam Smash as not as a death battle arena, but as a party for everyone to have a fun time under the suds. There is a bit of story in the game through the missions. These missions give you some background behind the characters you play, but the plot is fairly generic with stiff dialogue and voice work.
The Bubbleski suburb of Bath Vegas are currently under attack.
Splatoon and Overwatch, both direct competitors to Foamstars, have more interesting world building despite most of their focus being on the multiplayer shooter aspect of the game. Really, the missions are just glorified tutorials for each character. I think if they just labeled it as a tutorial and cut out most of the fluff, it'd be a lot more useful for most of the players. At first glance, you really see why a lot of people make the Splatoon comparison when it comes to gameplay. And while Square-Enix probably isn't so keen on that comparison, it's very understandable. The movement is very similar. Like the ink mechanic of Splatoon, you move faster on your foam and slow as molasses on an opponent's foam. Movement outside anyone's foam could be bumped up a little though, as it kinda takes a while for you to get to the point in the middle of the arena where all the action is, at least at the very start. Splatoon has weapon choices that give you variation in gameplay, while Foamstars opts for a hero option. Each hero has a unique attack pattern: automatic fire, burst fire, spray, and more. They each also have unique abilities and ultimates that give you that unique gameplay experience. Some characters create turrets, some create walls, and some have explosives. While we've made the Splatoon comparison, there are mechanics that it implements to differentiate itself from Splatoon. Two major ones are the objectives of the game and foam versus ink. In Splatoon, the team that has covered the map the most in their ink is the winner. The objective of the main game mode in Foamstars, however, is to get eliminations, or chills as they call it, until you unlock the enemy's star player. The best performing player in a team is designated the star player. The star player's elimination is the win condition. It's a pretty interesting game concept, and it kinda reminds me of the 8-ball concept in a game of pool. However, there are times when a star player is decided not because of skill, but because they took kills of opportunity. And once everyone is on their tail, it's just a matter of time before a game over. It's me. I'm that star player. Foam and ink also behave differently. Splatoon ink mainly stays flat on an area, while foam piles up. This can make for some interesting plays like making your own wall to defend from an enemy advance, or to make your own high ground. There are also downsides in that some people find it hard to see what's going on with all the foam on screen sometimes. There are also other game modes to enjoy like Rubber Duck Party, which is essentially Splatoon's tower control and Overwatch's push modes, but with more dancing. Happy Bath Survival is a deathmatch game, but with the two teams split into support and offense. Support tries to hinder an enemy indirectly, while offense uses that support to their advantage to go straight for the kill. The visuals are the best part of the game in my opinion. The game features vividly colored environments and charming character designs. It felt like they wanted to have a more Fortnite or Overwatch art style over the Splatoon-inspired gameplay. The UI is on theme and also easy to understand. Now, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but personally, they pull off being a good-looking game. The music is right up there too. The jazzy, funky music that plays in menus and during the battles gets your feet tapping and is very enjoyable. And it fits the overall vibe of the game as well. If style points are everything, then Foamstars would be pretty up there. All in all, the game can be fun. Players are still in that phase where they're experimenting with how foam can be used in creative and effective ways, and it's only a matter of time before things get wacky. But at least in our eyes, Foamstars doesn't really do much with regard to making themselves stand out, aside from the foam and the star player mechanic. Maybe there are people out there who want the Splatoon experience but only have a PS4 or 5, and this game is definitely for them. Outside of that demographic, the game seems like a hard sell. However, Foamstars is free on PS Plus, so if you want to play it and judge for yourself, you can easily do so, just at the price of storage and your free time. Do keep in mind that the game will only be free on PS Plus until March 5, 2024. After that, you'll have to pay the 30 USD price for it. Also, for a game that isn't free, the microtransactions are pretty out there. 45 USD for a pack of cosmetics for one character is pretty wild, and I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones who think so. Given all that we've said about the game, you can probably tell that we'd recommend other games for that same price or lower. Overwatch, Apex, Fortnite, all free. Splatoon, as of writing, is 42 USD. You could probably get it even cheaper if you buy a used copy as well. We're hoping it can get better with subsequent updates though, as it does have update plans way up until Season 6, which is around the latter half of 2024. If it doesn't step up, it'll sadly go the way of Knockout City and Roller Champions. For now, we're giving Foamstars a score of 6.2. What do you think of Foamstars? Do you agree with us? Do you think they can polish the game over a few updates? Tell us in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you liked our review and to see more video game related content. Until then, GameMate signing off.